and welcome. My name is Diane Bleck and I am a pop artist, and today I want to give you a tour of my happy place, which is my art studio. This is where my ideas go from a sketch to a painting and where I do all of my magic. So this is a new series that I'm creating where I'm sharing some of the behind the scenes of really launching myself as an artist. I wanted to share my art studio. I wanted you to see the space where I am creating, where I am filming, where I am creating paintings that are going to collectors, where I'm making prints for people to be able to purchase limited edition prints, open-end edition prints. What does any of that mean? I'll share all of that in this series of videos. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start looking at some of my art supplies, how I organize it, and we're gonna start with that little cart right there in the corner. So let's go take a tour. This is my rolling art cart. It's great because I can take it in different areas of my studio, if I'm sketching, if I'm drawing, if I'm painting, and then I have everything organized so it's easy to grab. So first of all, this is a container that's easy to pop out, and this has all of my watercolors. These are little art tins that are easy to travel with, and they're little watercolor palettes. And then I have a little tester of the colors so that I can take these with me and I can do a quick sketch in my art journals. The other thing I have organized here are some of my smaller paintbrushes. I'll show you later where the larger paintbrushes are. And then I also have a couple of larger paintbrushes here, and then some just little tiny little trinkets. Like this is a little Band-Aid container, but inside of it are little bitty colored papers, because sometimes I'll do like a tiny little sketch or use some paper here. So this is paintbrushes, watercolors. Down below I have paint pens, and then I have messy towels. I love just grabbing a couple of white hand towels, and then I use these instead of a paper towel whenever I'm painting to clean up any of my messes. And then I have my favorite brush cleaner soap, the pink soap. And down there you'll see more paintbrushes and colored pencils. And then at the very bottom are sketchbooks. These are years worth of ideas. Inside are ideas of paintings that I want to create. Here are some of my paintings that were behind me that I was just filming. Just wanted to give you a close-up of some of them. This is one of my favorites, and this one recently sold, the canvas. But here's where I want to take you, is I want to take you to these little shelves right here. So these are shelves from IKEA. Let's take a closer look. These are acrylic paints. Right here are empty paint pens in case I want to mix my own colors. These are little blank daubers that I use. And then down here are additional painting supplies as well as markers. On this side, I keep a bin of blank paper so that I can sketch at any time. Down here, I have color wheels so that I can play with different colors, more markers, marker refills, and then skin tone markers. This is my most recent addition to my studio, and it's two little shelves, but I have all of my golden paints on here, and then I've purposely come up with my own numbering system because I wanted to limit myself to 21 paints, and then these are the paints that I'm using currently with the collection that I'm building. And these are two other shelves that I have on another side of the wall, and this is where I have the larger paintbrushes, my medium-sized paintbrushes. I have palette knives. I have large brushes for spreading varnish. I have some backup paint over here, as well as some of the paint daubers. And then down here are these glass jars that I use for mixing colors. And I'll talk more about mixing colors. I'll talk more about varnishes and other things in later videos. On my desk, you will always find markers, a camera for photographing artwork, more markers, printer labels for shipping paintings, my larger printer, and then down beside I have canvases, and I have canvases that I'm painting over as well as new canvases so that I always have something ready and available for me to paint on. And that's a quick look at the studio. I wanted you to kind of see how I have tiny rolling carts for quick ideas or things that I want to travel around with. I showed you where my little organization is for my paints as well as my jars and paintbrushes. I always have a canvas handy so that I can start a new painting. I always have a camera handy so that I can film either something that I'm doing so I can record it in the process, or I can take photos of the artwork before I upload it onto my art website so it can become a print that you can order yourself. So if you have questions about specific art supplies, there's a link below to my art supply list. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that link is down below as well. And I will see you next week for another video. Have a great week. Bye.